Okay, so this is my only up run in Fortnite. Okay, now I'm doing a voice overlay because when I was actually beating only up, I did not have my mic plugged in because I was listening to music. So I decided to talk over the footage. So, um, however long the video is how long it took me to beat it. Now you might see some cuts like that, as you saw, like the clip cut. That's because while I was listening to music, I was changing songs and skipping songs. So sometimes it was like 1 or 2 minutes where I was just standing still. So I just cut those parts out. So this is all in one run. I didn't edit it and put a different run in. This is all one run, and I did beat only up finally after like almost a month trying. Maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe like 2 weeks. But yeah, we're going up the water here. I don't know if you guys noticed that skip I did in the beginning off the jumper, but yeah, it's a pretty good skip. So this is pretty easy. And I've memorized this entire map because, well, I've played this map many times, so I definitely know what the hell to do. So yeah, right there I was changing a song. Alright, so we're jumping up here, right? I'm just gonna try to commentate. I don't really know what, there's, okay. Oh, okay, well I didn't cut that part out because it was too short, but yeah, as you can tell I was obviously listening to music because I was changing the songs and skipping. But anyways, here we go. We're at the season 2, season 1, I think, or whatever. Who knows? And we're jumping over the toilets. Pretty easy. Like I said, I've done this multiple times, so I know everything. A little skip there. Not really that big of a deal. This isn't actually my first time beating Only Up. I've beaten Only Up on my brother's PlayStation, and I did record it and clip it, but I didn't have it on my PlayStation, so I couldn't like edit it and upload it. So it's on his PlayStation. But this is my second time beating it. But for the video's sake, we're just gonna say my first time beating Only Up. And this is my best run, so it is basically my first time beating. Alright, so we're making our way to Season 2. And in case you're wondering, no, I do not take the tilted skip. This skip is way too hard, way too risky. I know if I take it, I can get to Season 6 instantly, but I just don't feel like taking the risk, so we just completely skip that. We got this part, which is pretty easy, Junk Junction. Got a mantle glitch there. I'm pretty good when it comes to mantling. I don't play on PC, so I don't have the mantle glitch, which is a PC thing, so don't have to worry about that. I don't take that shortcut there. Not really a shortcut, it's just kind of like a weird way to take it. I take the tire way, which is a faster way. So yeah, it's more scary and riskier. I fell like maybe 3 or 4 times on that ever. This part's pretty fun to do. So as you can see, we're flying through this. And this is not a speed run either. This is just my best run. I am not trying to speed run. The speed run is like, the world record's about like 7 minutes. I don't even know. I cannot possibly get that. Okay, I do a little jump right there to skip those parts, and then we head over here, jump in and slide right onto the bleachers. And this part is pretty easy. I forgot to cut this part out of the video. Okay, well, yep. Okay, this part is pretty easy, pretty quick. We kind of fly through this part. Makes you feel like a ninja. This part. But it's pretty easy. I can see why this would be hard. This part, first time I made it to this part, I was so confused, but you have to like wall jump. Like you have to like diagonally jump and then mantle the thing, yeah. Alright, so Season 4. The seasons are getting way shorter now. Because it seems like in this map, the first 2 seasons are freaking long, like really long, and then the rest of the seasons are pretty short. So we're going to fly through this season and every other season. And then get the win, obviously. Beating Only Up. And who knows, maybe when you're watching this video, if you still haven't beaten Only Up, maybe you could use some of these things I've done. This part, I just look at the map. I'm pretty sure everybody does that. Just look at the map and you know where you're going. Here's another part of me changing the song. Some of them are okay, like this part right here. This part, I cut that part out because I was sitting there for a good 5 minutes. Probably not. I'm exaggerating. Like a minute or two, just changing, looking through songs. And usually music doesn't help me when I'm playing a game. Like it doesn't help me focus. If anything, it distracts me. But I wasn't listening to music to help me focus. I was just listening to music to listen to music. And I wasn't even trying to beat Only Up today. I decided to, hey, why not listen to music and play Only Up? You know, pretty relaxing. And I just I beat it accidentally. So that's why I clipped it. Alright, so everything beyond season 6 is pretty easy. Actually, no, everything beyond season once you get to the ship right here, everything beyond that is pretty easy. Like nothing is hard at all. The meters are building up pretty quickly. About to reach 700 actually, yeah. This is like max height, I think. Alright. So this part, when I usually play Only Up, I usually do take the ATK. So we are taking the ATK. I do drift as well. Drift while I'm using the ATK. Just gets there faster. But I was kind of messing up and the ATK was kind of glitching out this part. So I'll just let the footage show you, but you know. See, I was about to fall off. I quickly jumped off, and yeah, good reflexes because I would have fell all the way down. So, yeah, this whole part we basically just running through. Isn't that big of a deal, but we're running through this part. I should have cut this part out. Now that I'm watching it, should have cut it out, but you know, wasn't that big of a deal. I wanted to show that I actually beat it. And this was again me changing a song or something. I don't know what I was doing. All right, this skip I messed up a little bit, but we did catch ourselves, and then we went to the cube. I tried pickaxing it so it could make me go higher, but it didn't work. So I just used it regularly. That was a cut right there. Alright, we are what, 6 minutes into it? I can't see on my screen. 9 minutes? What does that say? Because, well, I'm talking over the footage on Share Factory, so it's a little screen, and then it's like a big screen that has my mic. So if you use Share Factory, you know, but I can barely see the timer. Alright, we're in season 6, and this part, pretty nerve-wracking. Pretty scary. Especially the first time I did it. First time I did it, I was crouching the entire time, like crouching through these spikes. Now I could just run through them. It's still very, hard, but not hard, but like makes you nervous. Alright, this part I almost fell right there. This part I felt like a lot of times, but I just ran through it. I usually like crouch through it. Alright, now we're on the castle. And this is pretty easy. And yeah, I'm not really the best at commentating, am I? I'm just like being quiet and just watching it, but like I bet none of you are even gonna sit here and watch the whole thing. You're probably just gonna skip to the end to see if I actually beat it, which I did. And if you're all gonna do that, go ahead. But yeah, this whole castle part is pretty easy. Caught myself right there. And This part's easy. Like I said, everything beyond like the end of season 4 is pretty easy. Like it's not hard at all. Caught myself right there. Weird shape too. I don't even know how I mantled that. The way my voice sounds right now is so really, as I just woke up, so like my voice sounds so dumb and like annoying. But whatever. Alright, so this part we just completely fight through it. Like we just jumping all over it. Really risky, but you know, I'm over here playing like I'm trying to get a speed run. But nah, I'm just, you know. I did over jump one of these and I caught myself. It was pretty impressive. Like this one right here. Oh no, not that. This one right here. I over jumped that like crazy and I caught myself. I was so proud of myself. I'm like, damn, that was nice. This part always makes me so nervous when I'm on this part. Cause like, it's so weirdly shaped and the angles and you could fall and those, like you have to jump on those parts and I don't know, it's just like annoying. Alright, this part's pretty easy. I remember the first time I made it to this part. Okay, a little pause there. Remember the first time I made it to this part? I fell off and I was so mad. I was like, bro, what am I supposed to do? But okay, yeah, that part I messed up. But it didn't really affect anything. A little flick right there, a little flick jump. This is actually like probably the most fun part of the map. Is this part where you're like speedrunning. I didn't jump there. Okay, now that I'm like rewatching this run, there was a lot of mess ups and like a lot of parts where I should have fell, but I didn't. Like especially that part. Like I didn't jump. I should have fell all the way down. I usually wait for the speed to go away, and then I go here. This part I just completely run through. Easily, just full tilt, run, mantle, and jump. So obviously we don't have the world record because we're at like what 13 minutes. I think that's what it says. 13 minutes. That'll be 14 minutes, I think. So definitely not the world record, but definitely my best run. And now that I've beaten Only Up, I don't think I'm gonna play it again. I don't think I'm gonna play any other Only Up map. This is the only Up map I wanted to beat because it's like the end of the biggest one. All right, so cut right there, and then we continue. I think I might have messed up one of these jumps, but I caught myself. Yeah, it was that one. Okay. This part made me so scared because I was like, bro, am I gonna land? And okay, it just completely launches you, and for that part, just stand still, just jump on it, and don't even touch anything. Don't touch your controller, and then you're good. Alright, so if you saw that cut in the last 3 seconds, this is when I stopped listening to music. So I turned my music off because I'm like, okay, we're at season 9, we're really close to beating Only Up, so I'm gonna take out the music and focus. So at this point in time, there's no music being played, so it's just me playing Only Up. And this part, bro, the amount of times I fell trying to do this, and I there's a lot of close calls. Like, see that run right there? Almost fell, caught myself. Like, you need to freaking really time it and get the angle. So I did it again. I failed, almost jumped off the entire map, caught myself again. And I think this is when I got it. Yeah, there. So yeah, that's a little tip in case anybody doesn't know how to get through that. And this part, you can actually walk through them. You don't fall through it. At first, I thought you fall through them. So I was literally crouching on the edge of it, so I couldn't fall. But you could just easily like run on them, and it saved me so much time. I was so mad when I found out about it. I'm like, bro, I could have done that the whole time. And then we got this part, about to reach season 10, season X, aka the most underrated season. Season was really good. And we got the bouncers here. This part is also, like, you gotta be careful because you could overjump. And then bam, season 10. Season 10, guys. This part I almost feel like I got scared because if only I had my mic in, you would have heard me because I screamed at that part because I thought I fell, but it was just like bugged out. This part's pretty easy. When I see YouTubers playing it, it's like a little barrier somewhere around there, and they fall all the time, but I've never gotten hit by the barrier. Probably a PC thing. Alright, now we're on Season X, and then once we get past this, we get to the space part. So we're 17 minutes into it. And as you can see by the video, so far this video has, I caught myself right there. So far this video is 15 minutes long, and the timer says 17 minutes. Like I said, listening to music, so I had to cut some parts out of me just standing still. So I'm not counting that. So far the run is 15 minutes. So far the run is not 17 minutes. I'm not counting that 17 minutes. I'm gonna count 15 minutes because that's when I was actually touching the controller. But yeah, we're going straight through this. This part, I usually jump on top of this, which is way easier. And then jump on that, get a better angle. And then bam, here at the water, fall down. This part, I fell out, like, it's really, like, I was nervous doing this part, but I just sent it, full send it, and then landed it. Last time I did that, I jumped completely over it and fell off the whole thing. Caught myself right there. This part was pretty nervous too, because the way these things are shaped are so weird. But we got past it. And then once I got past that, I knew that we beat Only Up. Well, the ground part. Now we're about to get to the space. So this part, you just jump over it. You're not gonna fall. There's like a little invisible floor there. And then yeah, once I got here, I'm like, okay, well, we beat it. But I was still being careful, because if I would have fell right here, I think I would have never played Only Up again. But we made it up here, and then bam, and bam, and then space. Now look at the timer. Stare at the timer, guys. Stare at the timer right now. Bam. See that? It took me 5 minutes trying to beat the space part. Now, in case you don't know, if you fall while you're in space, you respawn on the meteor. You don't respawn all the way down to the bottom. So a lot of trial and error, but I had to skip. It was like 5 minutes of me just completely falling on the space part. But again, I'm not counting that. So the run is still 17 minutes right now. For me. For me, it's 17 minutes. For y'all might be like, oh, it's 25 minutes. No, 17. Because I was, yeah, I don't know. Who cares? I beat it. This part was annoying. All you had to do was run. And I was doing that, and it wouldn't work. But then, like, I don't know, it's annoying. And then once I got past that, I'm like, okay, well, we beat it. So, yeah, you can't really mess up these parts. Little simple meteor jumps, low gravity. And then this tire jump, and once you make that tire jump, I honestly thought I messed it up. Because I'm like, bro, that wasn't it. And then as I was going forward, I'm like, okay, well, we made it. And yeah, there you go. Only Up. We beat it. I'm celebrating with my guitar. And this had to be a new update, because last time I beat it, you didn't get this contrail. And I was having so much fun with it. I was like running around with it, and I was playing with it, the contrail. But yeah, that's me beating Only Up. And the run was about 18 minutes. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.